Morning. It's great to see everyone. Thank you for joining us on our monthly coffee chat and principal update. We have had a great start to the second part of our year. We're going to start off with our amazing counselor. January is a time for goal setting with kids. This month, we will be focusing on the person that we want to be and the goals that we can set in order to get there. Our counseling team and theme for the beginning of this, let me start again. Our counseling theme for the beginning of the year is on how to be a peacemaker in a community and in our world. We will be having a peace walk the first week of February to celebrate the differences and instill the value of peace. Our social emotional lessons will be discussing the kind of strategies that great peacekeepers can use over the years and how we can each adapt to these strategies in our own lives. This is a great time to talk to your children about the type of values that help our community and to grow stronger, and how we can help and have the responsibility to set goals for ourselves in order to help change, in order to be the change we wish to see in the world. Well, let's welcome our counselor, Ms. Brown, to talk about personal safety and kindness. And I will also have Ms. Barrett translate for us. And then Ms. Brown will start her presentation.
Okay. Muy buenos días a todos. Nos alegramos mucho de verlos aquí. Gracias por unirse a nuestra charla mensual del café y actualización con la directora. Hemos tenido un gran comienzo de la segunda mitad del año escolar. Vamos a empezar hoy con nuestra consejera, Ms. Brown. Enero es un tiempo para establecer metas con los niños. Este mes nos enfocaremos en la persona que queremos llegar a ser y en las metas que podemos establecer para llegar ahí. Nuestro tema de consejería para el comienzo del año escolar es sobre cómo ser un pacificador en la comunidad y en el mundo. Tendremos una caminata de la paz la primera semana de febrero para celebrar nuestras diferencias e inculcar el valor de la paz. En nuestras lecciones socioemocionales se hablará del tipo de estrategias que los grandes pacificadores han utilizado a lo largo de los años y de cómo podemos adaptar cada uno de nosotros estas estrategias en nuestras propias vidas. Este es un gran momento para hablar con sus hijos sobre el tipo de valores que ayudan a nuestra comunidad a crecer más fuerte y cómo cada uno de nosotros tiene la responsabilidad de establecer metas para nosotros mismos con el fin de ser el cambio que deseamos ver en el mundo. Ms. Brown va a hablar sobre la seguridad personal y la bondad y yo voy a traducir su presentación. Ms. Brown?
Okay, hi everybody. So I'm Ms. Brown and our other counselor, Ms. Cano, is not here today, so she will, Ms. Barrett will be translating for the Spanish portion of that. So Mr. Hawes, if you can pull up our presentation, we can get started. Okay, so the next slide here. I think new year, new you. So this is our first coffee chat of the new year in the spring semester. So I want to say Happy New Year and welcome back. We're excited to be back this semester and we've got a lot to accomplish. So January is a wonderful time to be setting goals with your children. And we want to make sure that we're setting SMART goals. I don't know how many of you have heard of SMART goals, but it's something that we talk about in counseling where the goals that you set need to be specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound or time-sensitive. So when you're talking to your kids or even when you're setting your own goals, let's make sure that the goals that we're setting are something that we can actually do, something that we need to try and change. And so I always like to talk to the students about what's working right now and what isn't. So we can kind of reevaluate our own lives and just think, where can I make some adjustments, and what do I really want to achieve this year, and how can I get there, you know, step by step, and make sure that I'm not setting myself up for failure, but setting myself up for success with these SMART goals. Okay, next slide.
Un nuevo año, nuevo tú. Feliz año nuevo y bienvenidos a la primer charla de café Enero es un momento maravilloso para establecer metas con los niños, pero es importante asegurarnos de que estas metas, las metas que establecemos, sean SMART. ¿Y qué quiere decir esto? Esto quiere decir que las metas las establezcamos para asegurarnos que ir en el camino del éxito, ¿verdad? Entonces, una meta que sea específica, una meta que se pueda medir, una meta que sea alcanzable, que sea pertinente y que tenga un límite de tiempo. Esto es muy importante.
So this month's social emotional theme is kindness and accepting differences. We've been talking a lot about friendship, what kind of qualities we want in a friendship, and the foundation of friendship, which is kindness. So we want our community to be a place where all are welcome, which is why we stress the importance of kindness and accepting our differences. And on our board, on our counseling board up front, we've got our 3-step process for being peacekeepers, and that is making sure that we can, 1, calm down and regulate our own emotions, 2, talk it out. If you've got a problem with somebody or if something happened that is really bothering you, then making sure that we are talking through it and processing the problem. And then thirdly, solving the problem, figuring out what we can actually do to make change and be the change that we want to see.
El tema social emocional de este mes es la amabilidad y la aceptación de las diferencias. Queremos que nuestra comunidad sea un lugar donde todos sean bienvenidos, por lo que enfatizamos la importancia de la amabilidad y la aceptación de las diferencias. Y tenemos unos pasos para que los niños, cuando se sientan frustrados o con algún problema, que sepan cómo resolver problemas de una manera de paz, ¿verdad? Entonces, el primer paso que repasan las consejeras con los estudiantes es que uno se calme. Y hay diferentes estrategias que las consejeras han repasado o enseñado a los estudiantes para calmarse, como respirar o contar. Del segundo paso sería háblalo, ¿verdad? Habla del problema. Y el tercero es resolver el problema. Encuentra una solución.
Okay, now we have some announcements for our 5th grade parents, the middle school choice sheets. We did do those this month. Your students, I'm sure you've already seen it, but we sent home our middle school choice forms, and then Lively, our feeder school, picked them up. There was some confusion about the dual language program. If your student is already in dual language here at Travis Heights Elementary School, or if they are a first language Spanish speaker, then they would automatically be enrolled into the dual language program. All you have to do is say that you want them to continue, or if they've been in it here, then they will just automatically go into that program. So the way it works is it's an opt-out instead of opting in. So if you don't want your child to be enrolled in the dual language program at Lively in middle school, then you would have to go in and opt them out of it. Also, like we said, we have the Peace Walk coming up. We were originally going to do it this week, but we've actually rescheduled it to be the second week of February. I think it's going to be February 8th. And so we're really excited about that. Our kids are going to be making some signs. We're going to be talking more and more about peace and what it means to really stand up for peace and fight for peace in a way that is actually peaceful. So we're going to be doing that walk around our track, and we're going to have every grade participate. And we're really excited to make that part of our campus culture. We also have a new family orientation coming up for our Afghan refugee asylee families. We've gotten a lot of newcomer students, and so we're excited to be hosting orientation. I think the date on here might actually be wrong as well. I think it's going to be February 22nd. So ignore those dates, but we are excited for some upcoming events here in February with our Peace Walk and our new family orientation.
Okay, algunos anuncios. Las hojas de elección de la escuela intermedia se entregaron el 14 de enero. Si su estudiante ya es parte del programa dual automáticamente están registrados para el programa dual en la secundaria. Si usted desea que no continúe, tendrían que escoger que no continúen, pero si no, automáticamente seguirán en el programa. Tenemos la Caminata por la Paz, que va a ser alrededor del campus, y la fecha se cambió para el 8 de febrero. Y también tenemos una nueva orientación familiar para nuestras familias que han recién llegado. La mayoría de las familias que han llegado, tenemos como 40 nuevos estudiantes que hemos registrado solo en este mes, y es para darle una orientación a las familias que vienen de Afganistán. Y esta fecha también se ha cambiado para el 22 de febrero.
And lastly, as always, if you need to get in touch with us at the counseling office, our contact information is here. Please write it down, please save it, and know that you can always reach out with any concerns. We're always happy to hear from you and work with you to best support your students.
Aquí está nuestra información, bueno, la información de las consejeras para si ustedes se quieren comunicar, este es su número y sus correos electrónicos.
Okay.
Now let's go and move. Thank you, Ms. Brown and Ms. Barrett for that. Now for an update from Ms. Sarah Jasmine, our PSS, who is also welcoming a special guest. Ms. Jasmine, you want to take it away?
Yes, thank you, Ms. Navarro. Good morning, Thunderbirds. Welcome to our first coffee chat in 2020, and Happy New Year to all of you. I have a quick update about the school t-shirts first. We've been distributing them in the past 2 weeks, and teachers are still reaching me out to get for those who didn't get any. A big appreciation bump to our amazing PTA for getting the t-shirts for free to all of our students. And now I would like to introduce our guest this morning, Ms. Cecile Fandos, the Community Outreach Coordinator at Capital Idea, to talk to us about their program for Career Expressway for adults.
Good morning.
You can get from there, yes. Thank you.
Thank you so much for
You're
having
welcome.
me. Yes, I work at that nonprofit called Capital Idea, and the Career Expressway is our main program. And it's for adults, so we are trying to introduce it to as many adults in the community we can, because it's a very unique opportunity in Austin to advance your career. Como dijo la señora Jason, I was going to say the Spanish way, but that sounds wrong. So, Ceci, trabajo sobre el alcance de la comunidad en esta organización sin fines de lucro que se llama Capital Idea, y les voy a presentar el programa Career Expressway. Lo siento que la presentación está principalmente en inglés, le puse tanto español como pude, pero sí hay que tener inglés para beneficiar del programa. Pero está bien que cuánta gente como es posible sepa acerca de esto, porque es un programa muy único y queremos que más gente se aproveche. Como es un programa que se trata de mandar adultos a la universidad. So this is all about sending adults to college, and you can get all of your tuition paid, the cost of textbooks covered, and even some childcare assistance. There's public funding to help with that if you're in training. Entonces, si usted se hace estudiante de educación superior en la universidad, con el apoyo de Capital Idea, va a recibir, le vamos a pagar todos los costos de su educación, y hasta le ayudamos a movilizar ayudas públicas que existen para cobrar el costo de cuidado a los niños si lo necesitan. Y otra parte muy importante del apoyo es un navegador, lo llamamos, y ellos van a estar a su lado a lo largo de su entrenamiento, asegurándose que cualquier obstáculo que encuentra puede superar y llegue hasta la graduación. Another very important piece of the support that one receives as a capital idea student is a navigator. And they are really by your student side every step of the way, making sure any obstacle towards graduation can be overcome. And then at the end, with your new degree, you benefit from job placement services. Y al final, por supuesto, ayudamos a nuestros estudiantes a obtener un empleo en relación con su nuevo diploma. So I know it's a commitment to go to college as an adult, but there's amazing career opportunities in Austin. The economy is booming, right? And there's great needs in healthcare, information technology, and different trades, we call them. So it's different applied technologies like automotive, HVAC, and a lot of people are interested in this and want to take advantage, but don't have the training. So it can be done. There's plenty of support. So we just want to send that message. And even kids in elementary school, I think, can benefit from knowing I could get, like, college sounds like that complicated thing that's going to be super expensive, but there's actually some ways that it could be completely free to you. Ya sabemos, ¿verdad? Que en la comunidad de Austin hay muchísimas oportunidades de trabajar en el campo de la salud o tecnología, y también distintas industrias como automóvil o ventilación de edificios. Y el problema es lograr agarrar el entrenamiento necesario, ¿verdad? Y de eso se trata, que todos puedan tener acceso. Nosotros somos una organización sin fines de lucro y la meta es ayudar a la comunidad que pueda aprovecharse de estas oportunidades. So what's important to understand is we send students to community college. We're not the trainers. We're helping access the programs that help with that, because there's opportunities as a nonprofit. It's our goal. And it's a program for adults that do not already have a college degree. For Travis, Williamson, Hayes, and Bastrop counties. So, everyone in the Travis Heights community would qualify. We can't afford out-of-state tuition, so we don't really want people brand new to the state. And then because we use public funding to send people to school so that they can get into those jobs, you have to be already officially authorized to work in the US. So it's only residents and US citizens. And finally, it's not for anyone, it goes to people who need it. And there's some college readiness criteria, but we can help with that as well. We have a college prep program. For GED, we refer out. I'm sure the school knows everything about that. And el programa es para adultos que todavía no tienen un diploma universitario, que viven aquí en Travis y condados cercanos, que llevan al menos un año en el estado de Texas, porque el costo de educación para gente que son nuevos al estado es demasiado elevado. Y como usamos fondos públicos para financiar el entrenamiento, tiene que ser para personas que ya están oficialmente autorizadas a trabajar localmente, residentes o ciudadanos. Y finalmente, calificar como persona de pocos recursos. Pero estos son los números. Por ejemplo, si la familia clásica con 2 adultos, 2 niños, El ingreso mensual no puede ser más de $4,625, que es 200%, el doble del límite federal. And here are the numbers, the income thresholds to qualify for the program. So your typical family of 4, 2 parents, 2 children, the gross monthly income cannot be more than $4,625. The good thing to know is we look only at the last month. So if someone did a lot of overtime one month, maybe they can drop some hours the following month and be good. And I see we have a great supporter of Capital Idea who joined the meeting. So I don't know if you want to say a few words, Paul. I gave the guideline, the basic information, and I wanted to finish with this. This is how you apply to the program. You go to capitalidea.org, and under that Get Started tab, you can sign up for an info session that will go into more details, list all of the different careers. It's so many things, and then detail the application. El sitio web es donde uno se apunta para una sesión de información más detallada y puede aplicar al programa, poner su solicitud. Y me fijé que se juntó un gran apoyo de Capital Idea, así que no sé si quieren añadir cualquier cosa.
Thank you so much. I didn't even know you were going to be here today, so it's wonderful. No, I don't have anything to add, but just encourage everyone really, if this is at all something that would be interesting to you, I'm the current board chair, and just to say, you know, Capital Idea will work with you to make it work. So even if you've got questions or concerns, give it a try. Maybe it's not now, but it might be in a year or two from now.
And what I've been saying is we should all be thinking about who in our contacts would make a great nurse and mention it to them, because that's obviously one of the careers. You could get fully funded to study nursing, and we need the nurses. It's a competitive program, so it's hard. And there's more job skills program, but I can tell you we're the only ones focusing on college. Because of people like Paul, who helped, he's in a movement who helped found Capital Idea. And it's really a social mission. The reason we focus on college is because we know that's what you need to actually afford living in Austin and then be able to grow your career. El enfoque sobre la universidad es muy único y es lo que nosotros pensamos que es lo que uno necesita como residente de Austin para poder quedar en Austin, mantenerse aquí a pesar del costo y también poder seguir avanzando en su profesión, porque todos necesitan seguir aprendiendo, no solamente los niños. Y por eso es bastante único lo que hacemos a Capital Idea. Y como dijo Paul, estamos a su disposición desde el momento que empieza a hablar con nosotros. Habrá alguien en Capital Idea en contacto. Muchas gracias. Thank you so much for giving me the time.
Thank you so much. This definitely is important information for our community. And as many know, I'm a super recruiter for taking our parents and trying to get them to get involved in long-term subbing and then turning them into TAs, which then we were able to hire on, or even helping some of our parents become teachers and follow that path. So thank you so much for bringing this very useful information. And I hope that we can plan to do this again. So for parents that might need this in person, and really try to help them, because there is very much a need and for our families to be able to afford to live in Austin, that definitely is a huge concern. Thank you, Paul and Cecilia. Okay, so moving on, we're going to talk a little bit about our COVID precautions and cases. So emails have been sent out confirming positive cases of COVID-19 through School Messenger. Our number one priority is the health and well-being of all of our students, staffs, partners, and families. After doing contact tracing, all individuals that may have been in contact were notified to quarantine, and the areas that person may be in or around have been thoroughly cleaned and sanitized. So expect a phone call from either Ms. Barrett or myself or our team of individuals from the school. Information is limited because of confidentiality, but just know that we are taking every precaution possible to keep everyone healthy and safe.
Ok, vamos a hablar un poquito sobre las precauciones y los casos de COVID actualmente. Se han enviado correos electrónicos confirmando el número de casos positivos de COVID-19 en nuestra escuela. Nuestra prioridad siempre es, número uno, es la salud y el bienestar de nuestros estudiantes, personal y familias. Después de hacer el rastreo de los contactos, se notifica a todos los individuos que pudieron haber estado en contacto directo para que vean las opciones, ¿verdad? Una opción siempre es de que se pongan en cuarentena, o ahora tenemos algo que se llama Test to Stay, que es de que los estudiantes pueden venir a la escuela y en cierto día les pedimos a los padres que les den el examen. Entonces, llamadas directas se hacen a esas familias con las diferentes opciones que tienen. Y también otro protocolo que tenemos es limpiar, desinfectar las áreas donde la persona que salió positiva pudo haber estado. Y son limpiadas y desinfectadas a fondo.
I will have Mr. Haas, if you can find the information from AISD in the hub, he can throw it down in the chat. If you are needing to get tested Monday through Friday, you can go to Travis High School and they can do a rapid test for you. You can go to the back of the school, stay in your car, and someone can test you. And if you are needing to get a test on Saturdays, the Tony Burger Center off of Ben White is also a location that you can go if you are in need of a COVID test. Enrollment. So we have some really great news for Travis Heights. Beginning in the 21-22 school year, at the beginning of the year, we began with 417 students total. 41 of those students were virtual, and we rounded out about 458 as a school-wide attendance for students coming to Travis Heights. Enrolled as of yesterday, we now have 544 students total enrolled. 25 of those students that were of the 41 virtual had already started to begin returning back to campus. So as of January 5th, we had approximately 25 students return to us from virtual. And just as the last 3 weeks, we have welcomed 40 new refugee families and students. And so we have had a huge increase in welcoming our Afghan population to Travis Heights Elementary. We are so excited. Travis Heights is definitely a very special place, and to see our children thriving and for all of our families to feel welcomed is something that we will continue to strive and promote here at Travis Heights Elementary.
Información sobre nuestra inscripción y registro. Al comienzo del año escolar, de este año escolar, teníamos 417 estudiantes presenciales y 41 estudiantes virtuales, que es un total de 458 alumnos. Ahora, a partir de justo ayer, tenemos 544 estudiantes. 25 de esos estudiantes eran virtuales y regresaron el 5 de enero y 40 son nuevos estudiantes, la mayoría refugiados que vienen de Afganistán. Antes de esta información de las inscripciones, Ms. Navarro compartió que se pueden, si ustedes están en necesidad de tomarse un examen de COVID o para sus hijos, ya que muchas veces eso tiene que ver con nuestras llamadas, que les pedimos que les den el examen. Travis High School en Oldthorpe, que está localizada en Oldthorpe, es un centro donde dan exámenes gratis y no se tiene que bajar del carro. Tarda como media hora de cuando le tomen el examen y les dan los resultados más o menos en media hora. Y están abiertos de lunes a viernes de 8 de la mañana a 2 de la tarde. También si necesitan un examen el fin de semana, los sábados, el Burger Center, que está localizado al sur de la carretera Ben White, ahí también están dando exámenes de COVID. Y pusimos la información, el enlace en el chat, si necesitan más información donde dan los exámenes.
So upcoming for the spring semester. Just last night, the board did approve for 2 additional days off, which will be communicated as soon as we have confirmation on those dates. Potentially, they could be in February and in March, but as soon as we get that information, we will share that with you. Monday, February 21st is parent conferences. Expect to be able to have a face-to-face conference with your teacher, with your child's teacher. If you choose to want to do it over Zoom, that can be an option as well, but we are going to definitely make sure that you have the opportunity to come speak to us a little bit about your child and make sure that you have registered. So if you have not yet registered, that's a huge important reminder for parents that you can start doing that as of now for next year. March spring break, for spring break, it's the 14th through the 18th. April 1st is a student holiday. It is going to be a day of service for teachers, so we will be doing professional development on our campus. April 15th is another student holiday, which teachers will be doing professional development and trying to acquire new strategies and techniques to always improve and continue our lifelong learning. Our PBL showcase has been moved from January to April 21st. Depending on numbers, we'll discuss if it is a face-to-face opportunity for us to gather with one another or if we need to have a virtual, but we will be sharing our PBLs with our families so that you can kind of see the amazing things that we are doing here at Travis Heights Elementary. Awards assemblies have also been rescheduled from January and moved to the end of the year, where we will do a big hurrah and celebrate our Thunderbirds all at once. Again, just because of numbers, assembling together in big areas or together is just not ideal at this moment.
Hay algunas fechas importantes y eventos que vienen. Anoche el distrito aprobó 2 viernes en la primavera para que fueran días festivos o días de no tener clase. Estos viernes serán en la primavera y les daremos más información cuando las tendremos. El lunes 21 de febrero es la conferencia de padres con los maestros. Van a tener ustedes la opción de venir presencial a estas conferencias. También se va a dar la opción de tener la conferencia virtualmente. Del 14 al 18 de marzo son las vacaciones de primavera. El 1 de abril es un día festivo o vacaciones para los estudiantes y será un día de servicio a la comunidad para nuestros maestros y todo el personal de la escuela. El 15 de abril es otro día festivo para estudiantes de vacaciones y para el personal de la escuela será desarrollo profesional. El 21 de abril tenemos nuestra exhibición de proyectos que nuestros estudiantes hacen durante PBL, que quiere decir enseñanza basada en proyectos. Y esa exhibición será el 21 de abril. Todavía estamos decidiendo si la tenemos presencial o virtual, pero esperemos que la podamos tener presencial. Y las asambleas de premiación van a ser en mayo, al final del año escolar.
Thank you. Parent tours. So Travis Heights Elementary is a proud community supported in-district charter school. Our current families are the best way to share the great news about our school. We have exciting events coming up, and we would love for you to invite your friends, your neighbors, and coworkers to attend and learn more about Travis Heights Elementary. Prospective parents can reach out to our school office if they're interested in additional school tours.
Tours o visitas para los padres. En Travis Heights es una orgullosa escuela del distrito apoyada por la comunidad. Nuestras familias actuales son la mejor manera de compartir grandes noticias y sus experiencias con la escuela. Entonces, tenemos eventos emocionantes por venir que nos encantaría que usted invitara a sus amigos, vecinos o compañeros de trabajo que están interesados en tener a sus hijos en Travis Heights para que puedan asistir a uno de estos tours y aprender más sobre nuestra escuela. Estos futuros padres pueden ponerse en contacto con la oficina de la escuela si están interesados en una visita.
Quick word on our PTA. Several events have been canceled, but we are working diligently to reschedule those, hopefully for the months of March, April, and May. So please connect with our Thunder Word, which goes out on Thursdays, to get the most up-to-date information on what events are happening at Travis Heights Elementary.
Un mensaje de nuestro comité de padres y maestros, PTA. Muchos de los eventos se han cancelado ahorita por la situación de la pandemia, pero esperemos que estos eventos los podamos tener en marzo, abril y mayo. Por favor, asegúrense de que están recibiendo el Thunder Word, que es nuestra carta de información electrónica semanal. También la pueden encontrar en nuestro sitio de web de la escuela Travis Heights para que estén informados sobre todo lo que está pasando en nuestra escuela.
All right, well, that concludes our principal and counselor update. Thank you for joining us. I'll stick around a bit to see if there's any questions that anyone has in the audience. Thank you, Tammy and Stephanie, for participating and joining us this morning. And like I said, I'll be here, so unmute yourself and I'll try to answer any questions you might have for me, if you have any. If not, we will see you, and stay safe and take care of your Thunderbirds. And thank you for sending them to us each and every day.